Hey, welcome back, multifamily investors. It's that time of the week. It's Friday, and we do see usually an uptick in inventory listings hit towards the end of the week, which we see here in my market watch. 12 new listings in the last 24 hours. 8 went pending, so a positive move forward of 4 deals. But that's overall, again, in the MLS. We need to speak here specifically to the 5 counties that I watch, which you can see here. There's 3 new duplexes in Snohomish, 1 Kitsap fourplex, 1 triplex in Pierce, 2 5+ commercial multifamily properties up to $7.5 million, and no seller finance, but we have 2 in Thurston, which is exciting because we don't see a lot down there lately. And I have some active people that are interested in that market. So let me dive into these real quick and see what we've got in Snohomish. All brand new, days on market 1. So these are all not price reductions, not back on market. Let's see. So 1982, it is on septic. Both 2-bed, 1-baths, 856 square feet. Terrible low rents, of course, like we always see under market. Looks like it's on a big lot, 26,000 square feet lot. Let's look at this. Looks like it's got some junk though. Looks like vinyl siding. Not too bad. Again, dated. This is what we expect for most rentals, not super updated and fresh, but not destroyed and old and dilapidated. I mean, this is about average condition for what we see for most rentals, which is why you wouldn't be quite at market rent as well. But I can guarantee you for a 2-bed, and I think this was Linwood, that's probably pretty cheap, those rents. So it's pretty much the same like that. Baseboard heat, carpet. At least they do have side-by-side washer and dryers, which is nice. And they're not in the kitchen. Big backyard. Huge backyard. It looks like that needs a new roof. At least be cleaned. Surrounded by trees. Nice kind of lot. Huge lot. Yeah, so this was in Linwood for $771, let's call it. 1982, so that's all probably original cabinets and everything in there, counters. But again, these rents at $1,300 probably significantly low, even for dated stuff for a 2-bed that size in South Snohomish. Let's see what else we got. Monroe, I saw these yesterday. It must be, I think they're probably 2 identical. Looks like it. They're different roads, but they're pretty same. This is a nice, Rambler with a big garage. I think I covered this yesterday, or I must have been reviewing it myself because I do get email alerts. It's on septic. It's a huge, long lot. If you look at this real quick, it's a great house hacking property. I'm not going to have it here. This one. Let's see, maybe it was in the earlier pictures. There we go. Huge, huge lot. Look at this thing. Cool property. Fantastic if you think about buying a house, buy a duplex, right? And then one side, get all of this yard to yourself, whatever you want to do with it. Maybe there's zoning that allows, I don't know specifically from Monroe off the top of my head, maybe you could build a dadu out there, or even some sort of other use, right? Same with this one, 875. Actually, it looks like a nice, I like these ramblers. You get entry right there, you got garages in the middle like this. Very symmetrical, nice looking roof line. This probably was in the, let's see. Sorry, let me go back. See, 2013. Yeah, that looked newer to me. 2-bed, 1 3/4 baths to get 2 showers, 1,400 square feet. That's big. 1,800. I'd have to check for Monroe because it's not a market that's super big. So I don't see a lot of it come up, and so not off the top of my head, I just think that's probably market rent for the area. So that's probably a kind of an expensive price. You aren't half an acre. Let's get back in these pictures. I'll go backwards. Yeah, look how tenants would just love that. Fenced in, huge space. Not a lot to maintain. Look, you don't have any trees except for this one here, so not a lot of these tall trees that dump in pine needles and pine cones on your roof, creating moss. Those are the things to look at too. When I bought my personal residence, I did not. My other rental house before I bought my residence had a ton of maple leaves fallen leaves falling from the tree that was in the backyard. It was such a mess. I swore I was never going to have a place with that much foliage dropping on my property. So it looks like it needs some updates on the carpet, and I can see some moss there, but that's typical for the Northwest. Nice deck though, I like that. Gets lots of sun, looks like. Yeah, this is a nice looking property. Man, what a great house hack deal. Not going to pencil for sure. I mean, at three and a third cap is what they say, but it's too bad. Looks like a real solid property. Great rental. Let's see. Those are the Snohomish. We're going to check out what's in Kitsap. Port Orchard one that's been on and off. Now down to $1 million. Fourplex. They're all 2-bed, 1.5 baths, 1,008 square feet. Built in 85. They are in sewer. You get another half bath there. It's very attractive. We got one lagging unit at 1,100. Not sure about that. I covered this one about a month ago. Must have come back on the market. Not bad. $1 for fourplex. You get a lot of Navy out there too, military, which is good for us here because it's near the Brampton shipyard. So I might have to take a look at that one again for some clients. We just might have to put more down than the 25%. That's the only frustration. Tacoma, we got one that came back on after 50 days. We had a price reduction. Yeah, this weird so-called triplex. It's got a Rambler and a duplex. I'm not going to cover it again. It's kind of garbage. And then 2 5+ units. One in Tacoma, one in Everett. Brand new in Everett for $4 million. Let's see what the one in Tacoma Park have. Trying to remember that one. Oh, that square box. Yeah, fully occupied 8 unit. Which is really cheap for the price. You know, you have 4 1 beds, 4 2 beds. They're not that small in 1 beds either, really. But it's a really old property, 1926, so 100 years old. It is on sewer, of course, because it's in the city. The back has some decent parking. You know, it's pretty dated. Brown. Not a lot of pictures. But it's saying a 4 cap, which is again pretty low for that quality of product. This would be a good one. If you're even thinking you're in the 1.1 million for like a fourplex, this would be a better bet to go for commercial if you could, probably, and get more units. You're not too far off. Let's see what the other one. This is in Everett. It's a development opportunity, so I'm not going to cover that. I don't work with a lot of developers. And most of my people watching my channel are not developers. I do know that, so that's the other reason I kind of skip over those. Let's see what's in Thurston. We got 2 new ones in Olympia, both about the same price. All right, this is going to be a great side-by-side comparison. Let's take a look. This is older multi-unit property with a short distance downtown, the waterfront. Oh, it's a triplex though for $595. It must be small. Yeah, all 1 beds, $676, $500, but 1909. We're seeing review dates again. Don't think the market's totally cold. I listed a couple properties this week, and both have good activity. We were already in a contract in the first 3 days on one of them. So review dates are coming back. Cool looking old property. Love the character. Looks like you're probably next door to some bigger stuff. Look at all the original cabinets and stuff they've kept but just painted. Kind of a small kitchen though. But I mean, this is what you expect for a 100-year-old property. They didn't need all the space that we needed today. I don't know what that is, like stickers or something. Cool staircase. It looks like a slanted ceiling in one of the bathrooms. That's what's tough. You get up here and these slanted roof lines kind of cramp the style upstairs, but cool looking property. Gosh, $595. Pretty good for 3 units. This is probably a duplex. Yeah. built in 1959, both 2-bed, 1-baths. Not sure why they're a little different square footage there. Super cheap rents, of course. So we see a lot of properties like this, mom and pop owned. They've owned them forever. They just don't want to raise rents on what they quote unquote good tenants. And but they also don't have huge debt on it, so that's why they can keep the rents low. And this is the struggle. You look at a property like this and you're like, I'm never going to make it pencil. Well, of course you're not going to make it pencil with rents that under market. So it takes time to stabilize a property. Looks like there's room for side-by-side washer dryer in there, like a utility room. Newer windows. Terrible pictures, but nice little backyard, fenced-in backyard. Pretty small kitchens. How big were these units again? Let's take a look. Yeah, under 800 square feet. So, I mean, this is about the going rate for duplexes down there in Olympia, though. Month-to-month agreements with existing renters, long-term tenants on one side rent well below market. Yes, they do. So no surprise there. All right, there you have it. There's some new inventory that's hit the market towards the end of the week. It's Friday. I will be back on Monday, and thank you for watching.